Good morning everyone, or good afternoon or good evening whenever you're watching this. Right, this is the first fix of that job, that rewire walkthrough I did a couple of weeks back, a few videos ago I think it was, and this is just the first fix to that. Pretty much basic, standard run-of-the-mill rewire, light fitting in every room, 3 or 4 double sockets as required by the customer. Smoke alarms on each floor, so we've got the attic, the first floor, the ground floor and the cellar. Obviously the services are in the cellar as well, so there'll be a consumer unit going in there at second fix time. Yeah, we'll jump into the video in a sec. I just wanted to give you a heads up. Some plasterers, some borders turned up about halfway through the job. I'm not quite sure if you'll make that out, but no problem, no issue with them at all. Nice guys. The only issue, slight issue for the video purposes, was that they had their radio on quite loud, so that makes filming and getting some footage for you guys a little bit tricky, especially if I'm going to be wanting to use that on YouTube, because they're obviously playing music and stuff. It gets you, issues and problems. Hopefully don't go too bad. And anyway, without me with the dithering on anymore, let's go and see what I did. Okay, so the gear's in, and welcome back to Ashley Lane. This is that rewire that we were going to be getting on with 3 to 4 bedroom with the cellar and so on. As you can see, people have been in smashing that wall down from the 80s, that whatever the hell that was, and no doubt I'll be doing a bit more demo than what's in there. Not much has changed really in here. Floor's got to get up yet. And some plaster in there and other bits of materials that arrived. There's plasterboard on its way. A bit of a walkthrough up here, just a quick walkthrough just to see what's changed, let you see as I see. I've had a tidy up in here, but unfortunately left the carpet down. This wall's come off for some reason. Still got the ceiling tiles on, they'll have to come off. Bathroom, I think this is getting pulled out today, so that's obviously needed. Not much has changed really. A few walls have come off, ceiling's getting studded. Obviously the dividing wall there. There's the old lath and plaster, I think. Lath and plaster, whatever they call it. Front bedroom, quick walk through. And there's the studded for, remember the showers over there in the corner? Oh, we got a lion here. There we go. The shower's over there in the corner, that cubicle. Well, that's gone. I'm not quite sure what that room's going to be now, but I know there's an ensuite here. Maybe a wardrobe or something, I'm not sure, but I know there's an ensuite going in there with showers and toilets and everything else. And it gets a bit more interesting as we go upstairs. Now you can see they've took the chimney out, put some steel in. Have a quick look upstairs and see how that's going. Remember how this place was? There was like a table there, wasn't there, and a wardrobe. Obviously it's all been cleared out and smashed out now. Knocked off, propped, prepped and ready. So there's a radiator going there. That's not interested in that. Anyway, socket there, socket there, socket there, socket there. And then in these kind of storeroom things here, there's going to be a couple of lights, just because it's going to be used as storage, and obviously have some doors on there as well. New Velux windows gone in, and the guys are eager and ready to get this all boarded and king spanned up. This place, I'll probably put some spots. I think there's 6 going here. There was a mention of 3, but with a slight price adjustment, we can get 6 in there, I'm sure. And then maybe 1 over this new landing area. Right, I've got a temporary board on now. Ripped the old one out. The old one's just down there on the floor, feeling sorry for itself, along with a load of other cables. I've put a temporary board on. This is it here. Now, it is a plastic one, but it's it's light years ahead of its predecessor. Now obviously we've got our RCD protection here. We've got a simple socket circuit there and a lighting circuit. Now the lights are just doing basically these cellar lights while I'm working down here. They're the only original circuit that are still connected to the board, part of the original house, and the other socket circuit there is just a temporary that I've ran upstairs for the kettle, chargers, extension leads, that kind of thing, drills, you know, that kind of just power tools. I've also kept this power on so I can have a bit of temporary lighting. So there's the temporary feed I've just put over there, screwed it to the floor, a couple of double sockets, you know, like I say, it's kettle, bit of an emergency lighting for because I've killed the lights now. Phone chargers maybe, and battery chargers, that kind of stuff. And at the moment you can see I just dragged the feed up there and kind of draped it over this magnificent piece right here. Lovely. So we now know what that room's going to be. That's just basically going to be a wardrobe of some kind. In there, that's a kind of ensuite, toilet, sink. I think there's going to be an electric mirror there, extractor fan, a macerator, and various other bits and pieces. Come on. We'll get these step ladders up here while filming. This was climbing Everest. 3 flights of stairs from the cellar. And these last steps here is homemade stairs going into the attic, whatever they are. Oh, it's so steep. Come on, in we come. Right, got most of the tools in. Is that most of the tools? No, still some downstairs. Got most of the tools. It is tiring. It's tiring having 2 kids under 3. That's without a doubt, that's tiring. But it's extremely tiring dragging your tools, all of them, every one of them, all the tools from the cellar up 3 flights of stairs to the attic, which obviously in this case is going to be a bedroom. Okay, a couple more toolboxes to bring up and some more cable, and I'm sure there's something else extremely heavy to bring. Oh, the radio. We'll go and get the radio. Right, this is the last bag for the moment, at least, to get up here. This, just you can see, it's got the multi-tool in there, circular saw, bit of extension lead, ear defenders, usual things you're going to be needing getting some of these boards up. Speaking of these boards, have you seen them? Shows how old they are. This T&G crap, this is like old school crap when England had, I was going to say money to burn, but when we had wood, we don't have any wood anymore. Yeah, right. Let's start on the lights or the sockets. Let's start on the lights. I've just found some of this horrendous VIR crap in the floor. Vulcanized Indian rubber shit. Listen guys, if you've got this in your house needs rewiring.
We are in your area collecting all types of scrap metal. Washers, old bicycles, cookers, microwaves, dishwashers, dryers, televisions, and all types of electrical equipment. All types of rubbish removed and going clearances. All types of scrap metal removed free of charge.
Alright, so I've just started to run a few of the circuits down now through the joist. We've got the shower coming down through the chase, the upstairs lights, and the socket circuit, which is just a radial for the sockets going on in the attic. So here they are, just running through. You can see a big 10mm there, 2.5 and a 1mm for the lights. They're just running up there through these holes and going up there through the living room into the rooms above, and obviously leave plenty of length on for the new board. Okay, excuse the light, guys. I'm just going to open a few of these curtains up because it is a bit on the dark side in this room. Cables are in now. These ones over here, I've just threw them in the wall, and that's the consumer unit down there. Well, that at least the consumer unit's about there. That's the run that I'm going to be sending them down. There's the chase, and if you can see, a bit of coving up there. Some idiot damaged the coving. I can't think who that is. Anyway. Morning everyone, welcome back to the rewire job, Ashley Lane. The usual daily ritual of counting tools from what seems to be one floor to another. Well, they're all in now. Tools are all in. Blah 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 blah. I'm all out of breath. I'll spin the camera around, I'll show you a little bit of what I've been doing and stuff. Basically quite straightforward, just first fixing. So over there you can see, if you can see it all, over there got some boxes in. That's just going to be for the we've got down there macerator, because that's going to be a shower room, shower isolator, double light switch up there. Oh, they've got an extractor fan isolator and a heated mirror isolator. Some double sockets going on over here. We've all seen these before. Obviously I've got boards up all over the place. As it is at the moment, I'm the only one actually here, so let me get the kettle on. But before I do so, there's a bit of Halloween nonsense for you. Anyway, going upstairs now in the attic room. Plasterers have been in doing a few bits and pieces up here. Not quite finished, obviously, as you can see. Once this all dries out, I'll start second fixing. If I finish the first fixing by that time, I'll start coming up here and just crack on getting the lights in and down lights. My God, look at the state they've left their tools. Abandoned. Right, about that kettle, where the hell that is. Oh, it's downstairs. Another lovely morning in the ghetto. It is quite cold. I think it was -4 when I started when I got in the van this morning. But yeah, it's going to be a sunny one. Now, while most of you are sat in your warm vans, burning diesel or whatever the hell you're using as fuel, trying to keep warm, having your nice latte coffees from Starbucks or God knows where, here I am, old me, just firing up the kettle here. Now, we're on a different kind of thing today. This is a Milicano, whatever, Kenco type offering. Yeah, there is coffee. I mean, coffee and electricians go kind of hand in hand, I guess. So, which is why you often see me making the bloody stuff. But yeah, 2 of them. That's pretty much me. Simple as. Trying this for the first time, by the way, guys. I don't know if you've heard of it before. You've seen it before. It was on offer. It's only £2. It should have been $5.20 something. So. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. And yeah, before anyone asks, that kettle is plugged into an extension lead, which is plugged into an extension lead, which is plugged into another extension lead, which then goes downstairs about 15 to 20 meters, plugged into a temporary feed, which is plugged into the consumer unit. So yeah, hurry up and boil. All right, now that thing's boiled now. Little top tip, I'm sure you already all know this. Don't pour that water in there first. If it's a tea bag, it's okay, but if it's coffee, and it's definitely if it's coffee, the kind of granules, cheap space foody kind of coffee, don't pour it in. Wait about 30 seconds, because all you're going to do is you're going to cook that stuff in there, and it won't be good. It won't be nice at all. Give it 30 seconds. You don't need boiling water in there. And yeah, that'll make for a somewhat better brew. Okay, now while before I get stuck into that and before I get stuck into the day, I thought I'd just mention this new lapel microphone I'm using. Hopefully, guys, you'll benefit from a bit more, a bit clearer, better audio. This is the Purple Panda one, and it's compatible with all kinds of devices, as you can see there. And it's just a kind of a clip-in microphone. It goes onto, I'll show you there. You can just see it. Hello. And it just goes onto your lapel, obviously, and then goes into the microphone or audio jack and into your device. There's an extension kit to it that brings it up to about 3 meters, and there's various different adapters here you can see for various different devices. There's a spare lapel clip that comes with it, and even a dead cat. I found this over on the Electrician's Guide to Everything's YouTube channel with Rick the Spark there. He was pushing it on there, and I thought, you know what, for audio and for the price, which is, I think it's £20, £25 something. I'm not quite sure on the shipping situation there, whether you've got Prime or not, but I just thought for the price, and it came the next day kind of thing. I'll give it a whirl, and hopefully the audio is a lot better. I'm sure you guys will let me know. Go ahead and check out my Amazon link in this description, and I will put the link to this on there, and also a link to the Electrician's Guide to Everything's YouTube channel. Look at this, Selco just turned up. Okay, so I'm here nice and early, and Selco arrived with a load of stuff. I might add it's plastering related stuff, so plaster boards, plaster bonding, all kinds of just plaster stuff. And guess who are not here? The plasterers to receive any of it. And if he thinks I'm going to help him unload or anything, he's got another thing. He can just drop it where he is and leave it for me. He come knocking on and said, could I move that car? No, sorry. Drop it where you are and we'll wait for the plasterers. Who's this that's turned up? What the hell? Dee 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 da da doodle dan da do. Alright everyone, just on my dinner or lunch break, whatever you want to call it. Grapes it is. Wonderful. I've scaled back on the coffee. Maybe because I had to, but having coffee a lot throughout the day, it just, I don't know, it can mess with you. It messes with your body in general, I guess. All kinds of issues. So I'm down, well, I'm not down, I'm kind of up to this level of water. One of these a day. I do have the coffee in the morning, one coffee in the morning, and then crack on with work. Get to kind of, I don't know, 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Instead of having a coffee break, I just have water throughout the day as and when I need it. I just find it helps, and we could probably all cut down on like certain things throughout the day that we don't really need to eat and drink. But I didn't mention alcohol there, but normal things that you can actually eat and work with and drive home again. But yeah, well, I just sort of give you a heads up on that, because it's not like I'm having any problems with the coffee or anything like that. It's just, I don't know, you kind of get a dry tongue, you get I can get a fuzzy feeling after days and days and days of coffee and coffee and coffee. I usually stop it at the weekend anyway, especially if I'm not working. But yeah, I mean, switch to water for a while throughout the day, see what that is, and some healthy grapes. There's plenty of hateful jobs to do at first fix stage, and one of them is capping all your chases and stuff, and you can see I've got some capping here ready to go, but it really is a laborious job that I don't like doing, so I'm going to get it over and done with now, and perhaps maybe even bond over it. Alright, I'm out of here for now, guys. Got that capped off there in the corner, you can see. Pretty straight. I didn't do too much of a bad job with the coving or whatever it is up there. Didn't damage it too much, you can see. And obviously over there we've got some more capping to do. Okay guys, it's about 6:30 in the morning, just gone, and I'm just pulling up to the job for the last time. Here it is on the left, next to the skip, you can see all the scaffolding on it. Yeah, dark, dingy, Friday morning, raining as usual in Manchester. Well, I shouldn't say as usual, but you know, it rains a lot here. Yeah, we'll finish a cup of coffee and go inside. Just walking through the door there, behind me, it's absolutely pitch dark at the moment, so pitch black, as you say. So, I've got some temporary lights. I'm going to put a couple on down here now where I'm working, but it's just I'll wait for the sun to come up, and we'll do a bit of a walk through then. In the meantime, I could show you a little bit by torch, I guess. A few sockets and stuff like that. You know, there's a chase capped off. Another chase up there, but I've actually bonded that one, just to hide the fact that I've not capped it, but well, hey ho. Okay everyone, I've got most of the tools in now for what I need to carry on the first fixing with. I've got the temporary lights going in, or you know, LED pole, little blue light in there, that's the kettle. Right, let's go for a bit of a walk through so far. I'll show you what I've done so far. Right, here's a socket, a couple of sockets over there, light fitting on the ceiling, obviously the usual plaster as hell, and the light switch. Walking through to the back bedroom now, you'll see I put a socket there, done a bit of bonding around it just to kind of hold it all in place as well. I did get a good fix on that one, but yeah, a bit of bonding just to help the plaster. I always try and bond my own chases. There's another one over there. And even though it's only a small room, we put 3 doubles in here. All chases filled in now with bonding. Light switch runs, and same in the front room, filled in here, filled in a little bit of a crack there. Light switch runs. Again, the whole place getting re-skimmed, re-plastered. If the plaster falls off, then it falls off, it's so be it. Whatever happens. But as it is at the moment, I'm down for putting a bit of bonding in over my chases, so that's what we've done. Alright, pretty much done here now, first fix wise. Everything's been first fixed. All the cables in, boxes are in. I've bonded all my chases up, as you've seen, and yeah, I'll come back in a couple of weeks when it's all plastered. I'm just down in the cellar collecting a few last bits of tools. Nothing much to show you really. I've just you'll see here, these are the new cables. So the ends there, you can see. I always like to kind of just write on what's what. Big 10mm shower is pretty much self-explanatory, don't have to write anything on that. And yeah, the new board will go on there, on a board, on the wall, you know, and I'll stand it off and we'll put it there. Terminate these cables into it, and obviously as well the cellar. There's going to be a couple of cellar sockets. The boiler, I think the boiler's going there or there, so there'll be a boiler feed going out to it. And I'll get all that done in the second fix stage of things. This little Wago box up here, that's just a temporary connection to these cellar lights. I'm going to probably leave them in and just run a new feed to it, and yeah, they're okay, nothing wrong with them. Alright, that was this week's video, guys. Hope you appreciate the noise and the chaos that was going on and stuff like that. Believe me, I could have filmed for 2 or 3 hours with all the stuff that was happening there. It's above and beyond just first fix stage of basically flipping floorboards up and running cables through, drilling joists and screwing back boxes on. Obviously there's a bit of planning involved when it comes to like downlights and stuff like that and switching positions, but everything else is pretty much run-of-the-mill first fix. Yeah, if those keen-eyed viewers amongst you will have noticed that there was no kitchen mentioned at all. There was hardly, I don't think there was any shots of me in the kitchen, I don't think, maybe just filling the kettle up. Basically, the client is booked in to get a new kitchen in the beginning of next year. I think it's February-ish time, beginning of February. So what they're doing for now is I have tested the existing circuits in there, sockets rather, pulled them one leg back of the radial and tested it, and everything's fine. So I'm going to connect up to that, and they're going to have that use that kitchen as it is until they get a new one in February. In February I'll come back, someone will rip the kitchen out, replaster or whatever, and I will run a new kitchen feed-in for them to suit the new kitchen. Alright guys, that's that job. Again, as usual, if you can go like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate that, and thanks very much for watching.